computer first, so that way if anybody joins at all, I can see the chat. Otherwise, it's gonna be really awkward. But intro first and foremost. What's going on, everybody? My name is AZDesert520, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day or night wherever you may be. First of all, thank you so much for joining the stream. To the people that will be joining the stream, or maybe they join afterwards, that's okay with me. I'm okay with that. And so, hope you guys are having a wonderful day, though. And oh gosh, okay, hold up, my laptop is being kind of slow. Give me a quick second. Okay, first and foremost, before anything, I hope the quality's good, and I hope the game isn't as loud compared to me, because then it seems like that's always the issue. Sorry, before I start, my grandma's calling me, so let me answer this real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. You, let's talk to your grandma? Alright. um, Also, this is Call of Duty Black Ops 3, if that's what you're mentioning. Now, if you did notice the, what do I need for Perkaholic? 9? Okay. If you did notice the title, it is a PSA, because, there is something very important I must discuss with you guys. I really hope it's just me being silly, because, obviously I wouldn't wish this upon anybody, but it's kind of a serious matter, and it's something that should not be taken lightly at all. I'm gonna lose all that, so no. I like flavored hex, so no. I honestly didn't know what game to play, so I decided the only thing that I could really do to like kind of just yap and kind of put my brain on autopilot is this game. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Let's do this one. But yes, very, very important PSA. Obviously, I really hope this doesn't affect anybody. Is it like Helldivers? What is the Black Ops 3000? You were close. This is it, man. I totally didn't add 3 zeros. Banana. Okay, we're doing the banana thing again. Okay. Also, if you guys haven't already, make sure to drop a like. I feel like at this point, frequent viewers, Kitsune, Sinkable, this should be a common theme for you guys. But anyone who is new, yes, if you can drop a like, that would be much appreciated. It lets YouTube know that hey, this is a good stream that people should join. But yes, and very important PSA. Now, this is a trigger warning. This is a heads up. It does involve death, like real life. Okay, so like it's not a matter to be taken lightly. Any sort of issue in regards to this is obviously a very serious thing, and obviously I do want to talk about this. The most brain dead I can do is probably, I guess, Kino. That way it doesn't have any cutscenes, so I'm not gonna get copyrighted either. You followed? Yes, I did accept it, and I did get it. Yes, I did get it. Actually, hold up. While this is going on, hold up. I did request to follow you and accept it, so should be fine. Okay. But yeah, no, very serious matter, and I know sometimes there are some kids who do watch the stream, so obviously like if you're like very young, I highly recommend maybe come back 10 minutes later or something like that, because it is a very, very serious topic. But so pretty much this is recent news. This is not anything serious. Obviously this doesn't affect me, but I would be doing a great disservice not you know saying it. I came across some news as of recently. Now, for the sake of how sensitive this topic is, I'm not a news station. I care about the people's privacy, so I'm not gonna disclose any names or anything of that sort. This is, I'll come up with some nickname to kind of label them all. But very recently, obviously, the news is kind of posting about all this, so I feel like it's kind of safe to talk about. I'll try and keep it as family friendly as possible because I really don't want YouTube to ban me in any way, shape, or form for trying to send out a positive reassurance. But yeah. So within the time frame of this month, unfortunately, there was an issue with a couple. Um, Not me. Okay, I have my own issues, but trust me, it's not me. Um, there was this two couples. One of my friends knew both of them, and they were having a falling out. They were breaking up, and you know, breaking up is always never an easy thing, especially if you genuinely have feelings for the person or whatnot. It's never easy. I understand that firsthand. I've had a little bit too many experiences with that, but I do understand. So yeah, they were breaking up and all that. Obviously, as a good friend, um, my friend comforted the party, one of the sides, and reassuring, hey, you know, it's okay. You guys are still young. You know, you'll find somebody. I'm not trying to say it's the common go-tos or whatever. I'm just trying to say more along the lines of, you know, stuff that you would usually say to reassure a friend. And obviously, keep this in mind. My friend had no idea that their friend was a little crazy. Obviously, they came off as pretty chill and pretty like happy-go-lucky or whatever. Obviously, breakups really do change the mindset of a person. So, shortly after the reassurance, he's like, "Yeah, man," and all that stuff. I believe somewhere along the lines, the other party was telling my friend's friend, for the sake of him, let's just call him Jumbo. Alright, so my friend's name is Jumbo. Obviously, this is not his name, but for the sake of it all, we're gonna protect it. So, Jumbo's now ex has reached out to the person and said, okay, come get your stuff. Jumbo and his significant other were living together. Obviously, with the breakup, well, you don't really want to be living with the person that you broke up with. It's awkward. You both are in pain and whatnot. So, the significant other tells Jumbo, come, get your stuff, whatever. And Jumbo's ex did warn Jumbo in advance. Obviously, if there's any weird stuff going on, and if I feel threatened at any point in time, I will call the cops. I mean, it, it's a, I guess it's a natural fear because nowadays, especially, I feel like more than often than not, some men are just cuckoo. When it comes to breaking up, like it sucks. It's a really painful feeling, but it's really not the end of the world, and there's some times where things do go overboard. So Jumbo's ex did remind her and all that, remind him. And so Jumbo's like, okay, whatever. And Jumbo does come get the stuff, you know, just doing good. Or so we thought, or so my friend thought, pretty much. Knocked. Noctmare, welcome to the stream. You've had plenty of time to join my past streams. I'm very disappointed in you, Noctmare. You owe me 5 burpees. But so yeah, I think it after a day of no text from either of them, my friend obviously reaches out wanting to express concern and make sure that both parties are okay. And so yeah, my friend reaches out, no reply, no nothing. The last thing he got was an update from one of his other friends. Like I said, I don't know these friends. This is just an information I was shared with. And so he hears from this other friend that there's a lot of cops at Jumbo's ex apartment. Like a lot of cops, like a crazy amount. So already that's a red flag, you know. I mean, the fact that there was cops, obviously something went wrong, and obviously she felt threatened to the point where she felt the need to call the cops. Um, so after some certain amount of time, it my friend comes to learn that Jumbo, again, this is a trigger warning, so please, obviously if you're not comfortable with this does involve like 10 minutes later. YouTube, I am warning everybody off the get-go, so please don't ban me, Don't ghost me or nothing like that. I'm giving a lot of warnings, like a lot of warnings. But yeah. So my friend comes to find out that Jumbo's ex is no longer here. Um, it gone. My stream is black. Is my stream black? No, it's not. No, it's not, Noctmare. I can see the stream perfectly. It might just be you. I hope that's not the case. Is anyone else's screen black? I don't know. The stream on my end, and I'm watching on my laptop. It's clear. I could see. So I don't know why it's black. But so pretty much Jumbo's significant other is gone. I think everyone in the stream is smart enough to piece it together. Um, so it's a very, very sad situation all around. There's no absolute reason that justifies what he did, and there's no reason that anybody should ever intentionally harm or do anything insanely dumb to that level to any other human being. Obviously, I don't want to share too much of my personal life. Yeah, it's a stream or whatever, but obviously, I myself am currently going through a breakup right now. Like, it's not the first. All right, I want to make that clear, but nonetheless, I know it hurts a lot. Um, but for whatever reason, that was unacceptable. I could never imagine harming the person that I'm currently going through issues with. Like, that's just ridiculous to me, and quite frankly, the dumbest thing ever. There's obviously better ways to deal with it besides having to take a life of someone else. Um, so for future reference, if anybody is in great distress, um, and you genuinely feel like you're in a deep dark hole, and you feel like you have no one to talk to, at the very least, you know, it is very important to talk to a loved one. Breakups are difficult. It's never easy. I feel like it's always hard for both parties, but it is never okay to do something like that. Obviously, if you really want to do research at your own disclosure, feel free. I won't go into too much detail, but may Jumbo's ex rest in peace. I pray that she goes to heaven and find the rest that she deserves, cause that is extremely traumatizing. Obviously, I'm not gonna share details about what took place. I quite frankly don't know too much myself. But Jumbo tried to flee. Obviously, the cops were able to get him, but nonetheless, there's always somebody in this world that's willing to listen, and so be it. Like, obviously, I'm available 24/7 for the most part. So it just, if you ever feel down, don't think about doing something that will literally not only affect the rest of your life, but drastically affect everybody else's by taking another life. That's just, it's unacceptable. Honestly, like, I can't imagine what the family is going through right now. I can't imagine what the friends are going through right now. And now Jumbo, he's obviously gonna go to jail and he's gonna have a felony charge, so he ruined his life. So never do that. Seriously, like, again, I really hope I'm just my dream with this PSA is that I'm just saying this just cause I really don't want any of this type of stuff to happen, but I rather say it just to be extra safe. So it's a very sad and tragic tale. Um, Love is very painful, but yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. And like I said, obviously, I may not know all of you guys too well, but at the end of the day, you know, y- I'm always here. I'm willing to lend an ear, and again, I don't know exactly what's going on in each and every one of your guys' life, but I'm here. So just please, if no one else, I'm here. But it is very sad, so rest in peace to that person. And I hope that Jumbo Obviously, I hope he learns, and I hope he gets the help that he needs, because obviously the fact that he thought that it was okay to do that definitely means there's something going on in that brain of his. So, yeah, just very, very sad. Obviously, I was very shocked to hear that. So just, I don't even know what to say in all honesty with that. It's very sad. But that's pretty much all I'm gonna talk about with it. I do want it to be a happy stream. Takio, I really have no clue what you're trying to say with that. But yeah, no, just there's people that love you. I promise you. There's got to be one person on this earth at least that has some love for each and every single one of you. So, you know, even if that's me, obviously I'm very grateful for everyone that does join the stream, and obviously my goal at the end of the day of streaming is to make others happy and have a good time with the stream. So there's one person that cares, and I'll be that one person if that's what it takes. But yeah. So I talked about that, and we'll go ahead and move on from the subject now. I feel like I shouldn't really give it too much time as well. So that's pretty much the sum of it. Now it's always difficult trying to transition from a very sad and very unfortunate story. I quite frankly really don't know how to transition. I've been streaming for about 3 years now, and I guess I still really haven't gotten the hang of streaming like that. But I mean, it is very sad. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to stream yesterday. As a matter of fact, I went to go see the new Spider-Man movie. Also, the Spider-Man movie was really good. I really did enjoy it. So for those who haven't had the opportunity to see it, don't worry. I won't spoil any of the good details about it. But I think it's one of the better newer Spider-Man movies. I definitely liked it. I did not expect Tame Impala to make an appearance as well. One of their songs is on it, so that was kind of cool. Okay. But yeah. Hopefully I didn't spoil your guys' mood too much as well. I mean, obviously, like, it's. I think I'll shut up now because it's a little awkward for me too. Don't worry. So yeah, I wasn't able to stream yesterday. A little bit about me. Yesterday I also did go to the gym. Noctimer very graciously uh, offered this gym, recommended it to me, and so it's a nice gym. The only thing I gotta say, which is the downside to it, is that it is severely crowded, severely. Like there's a lot of people, and so that's the only downside to the gym. But besides that, it looks pretty interesting. Obviously, as long as it has weights and a place to work out, what more could you possibly ask for at the end of the day? And so that was going really well. It was nice. And then I stayed at the gym a little bit. It has a sauna. Um, so I can't wait to try out that sauna. I'm really hoping for the best with it. And then you don't even watch movies anymore? Okay, well, I I highly recommend if you want to get back into movies. How do we go from 14 to 32? I highly recommend if you do want to watch movies. Spider-Man's pretty darn good, actually. It was pretty okay. What do you mean? Well, I guess it wasn't as action-packed as I thought it'd be, but it still had a good message. Obviously, not gonna lie, I related to that just a little bit, just a little bit. I saw Spider-Man at drive-in. I'm cooler than you. I wish America had more drive-ins. Obviously they don't, cause apparently that's too old school. But I wish 9 or 10 when it clears up. I know yesterday when I went, I think I went around like 1 or something like that. No, I think I went around like 2, cause I went grocery shopping around 1. So no, I think it was around 2 when I went. But yeah, no, it was pretty cool. I like that gym a lot. Really, really nice. Obviously everyone's keeping to themselves, so that's cool. And then funny enough, when I did go to see Spider-Man, I did see it by myself. It was really awkward for me because everybody was with somebody, and so obviously, you know, I feel like the odd one out. Reference to that YouTuber. Um, it was a very awkward time for me, but I did enjoy it. Obviously, it's not like people pointed at me or made fun of me for going to the movies by myself. Nobody's that cringy or whatever. But yeah, no. So it was an okay movie. I liked it pretty much. I give it a solid 7 out of 10. It wasn't bad at all. I like that a lot of the like drinks and all that stuff. It's like genuine name brand stuff that you see in today's world. It's not like some random stuff you look at and you're like, what is that? Yeah, I did like that part a lot. I got praise for it. I saw Lucky Charms. I saw freaking Electrolyte. Like I saw some crazy stuff, and I was like, I never would have thought that'd be the day. You watched it yesterday with your mom. Should have said so I can invite you. Truth be told, how do I say this? Obviously, yes, I really do like going with you and Chris, hanging out and all that, but it's more of a I have to step out my comfort zone. Because I'm not used to really doing stuff alone. Obviously, again, a little bit of my personal life. Most of the time when I go to hang out and do stuff, it's with somebody else. Whether it was that person, or it's my brothers, or it's some homie I know. And so I really need to start getting comfortable in my own skin. And so, like I said, going to the gym, going to the movie theaters, it was very uncomfortable. Even going to church, church is really awkward. I'm not gonna lie. It really does seem like 80% of the people there are with somebody, so it's always very awkward doing things alone. But it's something I need to overcome with. Cause I mean, don't get me wrong. I love you brothers. Obviously, like you guys are very special to me, and you guys have been through thick and thin with me. But um, at the end of the day, you guys aren't gonna be there 24/7. I gotta learn how to live my own life and learn that it's okay to be alone. I swear, all this social media and stuff like that really makes you forget, like, back then, there was no social media, so a lot of more people were really, like, hanging out by themselves pretty much and making friends, like, outside. So I really gotta start learning about that. They don't do it? Why? What makes you think they don't do it? I feel like it's debatable. I know some people didn't like that new Avengers movie with Sentry. I know some people didn't like that. It was pretty bad from what I heard. But I feel like I don't know. The Spider-Man definitely like was one of the better newer superhero movies. I'm quite frankly just waiting for Doomsday. Obviously, I'm probably not gonna see it in the first week. It's gonna be extremely packed. I already know that. So I'd rather wait till like next week after it comes out and then go see it. So it's just a personal thing. Fair enough. I can't argue with that. So then, what do you think was like? Are you the type for gritty superhero movies like the Dark Knight series? Are you the type for like comedy that it doesn't take itself serious like the old Batman movies and all that stuff? Thunderbolts was pretty good, not gonna lie. I haven't seen it. I'm just saying based off what I've heard with the reviews. Um, I am streaming right now because around 4 p.m. MST, I am gonna go to the mall by myself. Hoo-hoo. And so I'm obviously like I don't want to go too late, but I don't want to go right now because it's very very hot. Like Arizona is extremely hot, so I'd rather I'm gonna go to the mall around 4 just to you know learn how to be comfortable in my own skin, if that makes sense at all. Teen Titans Go, so the funny joking ones. You know what? I could see that. I understand that. It's funny because a lot of people that didn't like Teen Titans Go, obviously those are the people that kind of like gritty superhero movies. But the ones who do like that type of stuff is obviously the ones who what's it called? Um, I guess the ones who like just like comedy, but they also like superheroes, so it's just a good mix for them, pretty much. Oh, but Noxmare, I do have some news to tell you. I'll probably call you later today. I do have some insane news for you. I was gonna tell you about it yesterday, but obviously I just didn't have the time of day. Loser, just fly there. What do you? fly there? You want me to fly to... Are you talking about flying to the mall, bro? Bro thinks I'm Sentry or something? I low-key just found it repetitive. What, Teen Titans Go? Boney! Boney! Welcome to the stream. I'm hoping you're having a fantastic day so far. Thank you for joining the stream. I do appreciate that. I like when they get their goody shenanigans with their powers more than I like the fight scenes. I do like that Teen Titans Go. One thing I will say that they do have like real life lessons for like people. Obviously it's like a comedy thing, but like every now and then they'll have like a serious life lesson and you're like, wow, like that's actually kind of useful. So that's one thing I do like about it. Just fly to the mall, bro. I'm not flying to the mall, dude. That's literally me blasting through hot air, bro. If I fly, that is not gonna be nice. Oh, okay, listen. None of you guys can fly. I don't know who's saying you guys can fly. That's you guys can't fly. I don't know if you guys have private jets like Taylor Swift and just fly around like everywhere, but yeah, no, you guys don't have superpowers. Teen Titans taught me about pyramid schemes. I do remember that episode. I do remember that. I remember when they talked a little bit about taxes too, I believe. So there is some good stuff to Teen Titans. You don't know I can fly like Superman? You can fly like Superman. I mean, I haven't seen you not do it, so I mean, maybe you can. If you can, you know what? That's obviously really impressive. Just make sure the what was it? The Department of, what was that thing called in the Spider-Man thing? Oh, I was trying to make a funny joke and I freaking forgot what it was called. Department of like protection or whatever the department was that Spider-Man was helping with in the beginning. Make sure they don't find you. Okay, stay hidden, keep a low radar, otherwise you might end up in a bad situation. All right. I got key control. You're not Goku, Noctmare. You're not Goku, bro. You're never gonna be Goku. I'm sorry to tell you, you're not gonna be Goku anytime soon. Damage control, yes, Department of Damage Control. You know, I just saw that movie yesterday. Wow. My memory is not good. And I'm running out of ammo on my M14. Bros, thank you, Sinkable. You know what? This is one of the handful amount of things you and I can agree on. And I really do appreciate that, Sinkable. It's not often we agree on something like that. Yes, I am. You're not Superman, Kisune. If anything, you'd be like Superwoman, not Superman. Please don't cancel me for that. I really don't want some person to clip that, post it on TikTok, and then I get canceled. I want everyone to understand that was just a lighthearted joke, and obviously everybody is equal regardless of gender. Just had to say that. Did you watch Hail Mary? No. I did not. Honestly, I did not know there's a movie called that. I don't even know what that movie's about, in all honesty. Did it just come out, or? Okay. But, honestly, yeah, no, I like the Spider-Man movie a lot. Hopefully, if I go to the mall, though, I won't lie, I do want to get some boba. I know they have this one boba place store, and it does actually have some pretty good boba. So I'll probably stop by and get some of that. Furthermore, Hail Mary is so good. You're getting a twit longer? What does that even mean, Sinkable? Getting a twit longer is like, is that a way of saying I'm gonna get banned or something? And came out in June and it's a space movie. Okay, Noctmare. Noctmare, what is that, bro? Where'd you even find that image? Oh my gosh. Dude. I could tell you like that image a lot. Also, I have no idea what you're saying, Sinkable. So that's pretty much my game plan. I think after I go to the mall, I forgot to reload. I think after I go to the mall, I'm gonna also come back, and then afterwards, I think I'll go to the gym for a bit. I know I do got. Tomorrow is Sunday for me, so I got church around. I like to go early. It's gonna be around 8 a.m. MST, so I'm gonna. I can't stay up too late either, because I want to attend. Syncable, get back in the basement and fix your grammar. Oh my gosh. What happened to you in Syncable? Like, oh, Syncable, you heard Kitsuna. Watch Project Hail Mary. It's free on Prime right now. It's very good. I will definitely put it on my recommendations. It also depends on how long it is. I'm not gonna lie, I like the Spider-Man movie, but the fact that it was almost 3 hours long, uh, it was kind of long. But it was a good movie. I'd rather have a long, good movie than like a short, terrible movie that I just don't like. So, eh, I'll take that any day. Okay. I guess honestly, I have no idea what my plan is or what my goal is. Obviously, if I really wanted to, I could probably last the entire time, make it to round 100 on this game. But I don't think so. So instead, I'm gonna give myself a time limit. Right now it is 1:22 MST. So I think I'm gonna call it quits. Maybe around 2:30 MST, and then obviously I'll do my learning to be alone stuff. I do want to see if I can go to the mountains tomorrow. I would really like to do that. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes. It's a little bit shorter compared to Spider-Man. It's the best thing I've watched in a while, in my opinion. The best thing, you say? You're holding it in very, very high standards. I'm assuming it's not better than Interstellar though. I feel like that's the one space movie no other space movie could top. Interstellar was like amazing. But what's it called? Yeah, me personally, I like hiking a lot. It's really cool to go up to the mountains and just hike. I know, I don't know if this is illegal or not, so I shouldn't say this, but just for the record, if I ever find like a spring, I definitely, definitely 100% do not collect water from that spring and obviously clean it and then drink it. I don't do that. No, I would never ever do that stuff, me personally. You didn't like Interstellar? Whoa, that is indeed a hot take. What did you not like about Interstellar? Cause I think it's a pretty good movie. I haven't seen it in a long, long time. Like I gotta be committed for that, but it was a pretty good movie. I think if you like Interstellar, you'll like Hail Mary. Gosh, the more you say that name, the more it sounds kind of familiar. Kind of. I think I maybe seen it, like, I don't think I've seen any trailers, but I think around that time when I was looking at movies to go see, I think I saw that, but obviously I didn't end up go watching it. I didn't end up checking out the trailer or nothing like that, so that's pretty much it. Okay. But, my goodness. I do really want some boba now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know though. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the boba place just cause there's so many different options to choose from, and I get kind of overwhelmed, cause obviously like I don't want to spend my money on a flavor I don't like, cause then it's kind of just a waste of money. So that's one thing. It's the one with the what? A Rock Allen? I'm assuming you're talking about Alien, not Allen. I have no idea what an Allen is. Yo, give me some pre-workout. I'm iffy about pre-workout. I don't know. Me personally, I'm kind of old school. Just chicken and rice, protein and working out. That's all it. I mean, obviously, I know creatine, pre-workout, and all that's good, but like, it depends on what brand it is. It really does depend. Or depend. No, you didn't. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, shoot. You did type alien. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, AZ needs glasses. I'll have to make an appointment at some point about that because I obviously can't see nothing apparently nowadays.
I am possessed by the power
Meet
of
me
the
at the. I don't even
Emperor.
know when you go to the gym, as a matter of fact. I was there yesterday, and obviously you weren't, so F you. Dude, hey, Noxmare, I saw that.
The path
You
of
think
the
you're
Elders
hilarious, huh?
leads great gifts.
You know what the. I'm not gonna say that, that's too corny. But, I saw that. That's not okay. That's a very naughty word, and obviously, like, you shouldn't be saying that type of stuff. Coolio. Nocturne has my phone number, so he's just texting me dumb stuff right now. I really hope you guys didn't hear me, ah! I really hope you guys didn't hear me drink water. If you guys did, my deepest apologies. I tried to put the mic as far away as possible, and so I apologize if you guys heard the, me swallowing H2O. I imagine that would be very awkward for you guys, especially since I'm not trying to do an ASMR stream. You know what? That would actually be kind of a good thing. That's something I want to try.
Not on
I'd
this
probably
day
have
will the
Noxmare and
throne.
Chris be in the stream with me, and we'd probably just be doing
Sweating will
ASMR.
be useless without work.
That's actually a really good idea. I gotta keep that in mind. Anyway, Interstellar wasn't suspending my disbelief. I guess I just don't like the vibe. It was good. It's free. Yeah, I mean, in terms of price, you could never be, free. But that's the thing. If it just came out recently, and it's free to watch, doesn't that usually half the time
Your
say that
will
the
for
movie
the
didn't
Emperor.
do so well in box office? I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying usually isn't that kind of like a sign? I could be wrong, but that's just how I see it. I mean, I understand movie companies wouldn't really want to put out a movie they just released out for free. Or maybe they do, I don't know. But that's just how I see it. It came out in July, actually, I lied. So it came out last month. I, see, like, that's kind of new for a movie, so for it to be free, I don't know. It did really well, actually. Huh, okay. I'll take you up on that. Again, like I said, I didn't really see the movie or too much
Oh,
about it.
as
I'll have
they
to,
cannot ever have
check
been
the
good.
reviews, watch it myself, so I can't really judge a book by its cover. Um, Obviously, there's always hidden gems in anything in life, so I gotta keep an eye out for that one. Okay. You know what? I don't like this gobblegum, but it is kind of a funny gobblegum. I
Hell
want to see
hath
if this
filled
works
the
on
town.
the dogs. That would be actually really funny if it did. That's that's kind of sad actually. I was
You
really
cannot take
hoping it
that
would
which is
work.
not yours.
That breaks my heart. I'm not gonna lie.
Die, demon spawn.
But I'll check it out, Kisune. Um, Now, no promises it'll be anytime soon, of course. I have been, like I said, I've been trying to learn new hobbies and all that stuff. I
Through
don't know.
blood
For
and
me
nails.
personally, right now, like back then, I used to really like being a
The
homebody person,
spirits come
just
to
stay at
aid
home and
us.
all that. But as of lately, I've been kind of wanting to go explore more often, let my wings open and just go see what life has and all of its things to offer, I suppose. Obviously, again, before I do go to the Air Force, like right now, it's more like I'm focusing on working out, obviously, studying, getting right with Jesus, and just having a good time, honestly. Because obviously, I'm gonna struggle a lot with the Air Force. Training isn't easy, from what I hear. So I just am focusing on having a good time right now. So that's pretty much it. To be fair, the previews don't advertise it well. I didn't see it in theaters because I thought it would be mid. Now it is my favorite movie. Just like when we were gonna do that calibration, it will be soon. I'm gonna sound really dumb, but
Takes
what does that
discipline
mean?
to be surrounded by our
Is that
foes.
like a reference to something? I really like that. I just hate that it doesn't give you any points. That's the only thing I don't like. But yeah, I'm pretty much having a good time right now. Funny enough, obviously, like before I get shipped out, I want to have a kind of like a dinner party where all of my closest friends and family members come pretty much. And I was doing a head count recently, and I think max, and this is max, like this is if everybody goes, which I don't anticipate, because obviously, you know, things happen in life. But max, if everybody goes, 45 people
Hey guys,
will be there.
I am
And
surrounded.
after I counted that, that kind of touched my heart a little bit, because obviously I asked
For
everybody and they were like, yeah, yeah, I'll go. So
1001 you
if
die.
everyone did go, like that's really heartwarming to me, the fact that a lot of those people are willing to go. Obviously, like I feel like maybe 10% of people won't go, but nonetheless, it's
Smells like
still
rotten
a really
fish.
high number, like insanely high. Oh, okay, okay, okay. See, it's because you said calibration, and so I was like calibration, but no collab.
You kill me.
Yeah, I'll
Well,
get to it.
I kill you.
I'll get to it. I promise you. Before my time on this earth is done, I will definitely make a video of me reacting to your bending and the ink machine stuff.
The tide tips in our favor.
I guess you would call it a collab syncable. Because remember way back then I said yeah I'll do a review on it. I never did. Collaboration. Okay. Yeah, no. Gosh. Okay, so that time I wasn't schizo, which does make me a little bit more happy actually. Okay. Oh, but Noctmare. I think on Wednesday, me and Chris are planning to hang out. So, would actually no, it's a demand. You're gonna hang out with us, all right? So, Ben. All right, all right. You got me there, pal. You got me there. I said it incorrectly. Allow me to revise myself. Bendy and the Dark Revival. There we go. That's what I will be reacting to at some point in this lifetime. English is hard.
The honorable
Yeah,
cannot be
yeah.
destroyed.
I can't lie. It's all like to actually learn English. It's hard. That's why everyone just uses like lingo nowadays. And when someone comes up with a lingo, they post it on TikTok. And
I shall
obviously, if the
free your
lingo goes
souls
well,
from
then
your disease.
everybody starts using it, and everybody just kind of knows what it means. Which is funny enough, because I mean, if you really think about it, that's how words kind of came to be. Like,
Continually strength.
when people were making the
I
dictionary and
shall
all that,
continue.
they just decided this word sounds good for this reason, and yes, we will use that word. So it's kind of the same thing, pretty much. Okay. Actually, wow, that gobblegum did a really good job. All right, flavored hex, don't let me down. That's pretty bad, actually. That's really bad, as a matter of fact. All words are made up for real. Everything's made up by the government. Words are part of the conspiracy theory to show that the government is always in control. I'm playing. It's a joke, YouTube. Please don't contact the government. That would be really awkward. It was just a lighthearted joke. Obviously, I don't think about conspiracy theories like that.
Your
Okay?
strike was weak.
I don't. Alright. So, please. You are the government now? Technically, Kitsune. Not yet. Once I sign the contract, and that's me giving my life away pretty much to the government. But until I sign that contract, technically speaking, I am not the government. If I am the government, I will run for president, and if you guys vote for me, I will definitely make sure to give you guys like I don't know, like a free coupon to like a Go-Gurt place as my mods, and for being dedicated. So since you're in the not yet. Soon I will be in the military,
You will not stop till
but
you are
not yet.
all destroyed.
Now is not the time. Alright, round 2 flavored hex. I'm expecting something good. Burned out.
Destruction reigns on the unholy.
It's good. I don't know. I was really hoping maybe like a perkaholic or something like that, I guess, but it's okay. You're not Sigma. You're not Sigma, Chris. We were supposed to hang out today and you abandoned me. You're not Sigma, bro. You abandoned me for homework, dog. That shows you're still in the Matrix. You're still in the rat race. You know? Like, you need to get out of the dog. You're fake for that, Chris. You honestly broke my heart. Oh my. I feel like this should have like 4 charges at least, not just 2. It's really ridiculous. You can't do any worse than the other presidents. Yeah. I wholeheartedly think I could probably do a better job. Obviously, I don't want to. That is so not. That was actually kind of a big radius, though. What the heck? But I wholeheartedly think I could probably do a better job. Not saying the president right now is doing a horrible job. No, I think the president's doing a fantastic job, and I will die for my president. I'm simply saying there is perhaps maybe some choices where I probably would have done a different approach just because of my preferences and who I am as a person. I think that'll fly. Can I be your vice president? You know what? Yeah, you could be my vice president. Sinkable could be the secretary. Purple could be the my fan. Noctimer could be kind of like my jester. Like if I'm ever depressed or something, or like I'm sad for whatever reason, he could just come in and he'll just like do stupid stuff and make me laugh. That would be pretty good. He's a C. Oh! You really almost got me killed, Noctimer. I'm not gonna lie. You made me take time out of my day to look at that dumb comment you just made. And that almost costed me my life. And that would have been really embarrassing if I died on round 20 because of that. Next time I see you, you will be in very big trouble. Noct will be the first presidential jester. That's literally one step away from becoming a kingdom. Never helping you through a heartbreak again for that, by the way. Real funny, Noctmare. Real funny. You're always gonna be there for me. I think it's a unspoken rule. I think it's an unspoken rule, buddy. Alright, so it's not like you really have a say in this. Besides, being a jester is kind of a good thing, you know? I mean, all you do is make me laugh and that's about it, so how hard can that be, you know? There we go. Right now it is 139. I'm kind of blowing through these rounds, actually. I'm doing really good. I do have in plain sight, which is probably the best thing I could have in my slot. It is a shame I didn't get crate power though, because I could have gotten the ray gun papped, and I wouldn't have to spend 5,000 points. But I'm kind of rich, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Now the only thing I regret is I didn't get widows. I guess I kind of would have traded widows for maybe quick revive, so that way this could be just like a one-time thing once I go down. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I think I'll live without widows. Okay. Funny enough, actually, think of Call of Duty. One of my friends, he's a close friend. I met him at work. I was trying to tell him to get like Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1, and the only Black Ops he has is Black Ops 7, and he tells me that's the best Call of Duty ever made. And I don't think I think he's like played BO3 maybe like a handful amount of times. He hasn't really played it that much, but when he told me that, I was very disappointed to say Black Ops 7 is the best Call of Duty of all time. Funny enough though, he's think he texted me last night. He was saying that he's starting up his own YouTube channel, and he already posted 2 videos. So obviously I don't want to give it out right now because
I
I
have
don't know
finished
why he did it,
none
but
shall
his
remain.
YouTube channel name is literally his first and last name. So I texted him. I was like, "Hey, you should probably change that, by the way. Just a little heads up."
The disease
So
surround
if he
me.
does change it, I'll definitely give him a shout out. So that way, hopefully, he can get a couple more subscribers. He literally just started out. He, I don't know.
Amazing.
As of right now, he's only posting content. Like he'll play games with no audio, or not no audio, but like he won't speak in it. It's no commentary, no nothing like that. So I told him
Smells like
I'll
rotten
try to
fish.
see if maybe me and him could have a time where we can stream together. So that way I could help him obviously get out of that little bubble of insecurity. Cause I remember back in my day, during the very beginning of this YouTube channel's life, when I first started streaming, like I said, obviously it did help a lot. That my ex was obviously joining the streams, and so she would comment, and obviously at that time, you know, me and her were dating, so it was kind of like a little relief, and I'm like, oh, okay, this helps out a lot.
There
Uh,
is no
so
victory, only
obviously I did
death.
have someone help me kind of overcome my fear of, this isn't really public speaking, is it? Because I mean, it's not like I'm looking at you guys face to face. I guess it's more like, I don't know, virtual public speaking. I don't know, but just always having somebody be there and somebody you trust and you know have as support is always very very nice. Because I do suck at public speaking. I'm not gonna lie. Like if definitely I saw all your guys' faces and I was like streaming, that would
You will
definitely
be
like put
purified
a
by
little heavy
fire.
burden on me compared to if I was how I stream nowadays.
Foul creature.
And so obviously, I there were some things she did right during our time together. Obviously, that was one of them. Her just helping me out and supporting me. She was actually very supportive of my YouTube thing,
I must
of
fight
me
between the scourge.
streaming. She was very very supportive in the beginning. I know, like I said, in the beginning of this YouTube channel's life, I would play Black Ops 4, and that's the thing.
My
Black Ops
cursed
4 wasn't
beast.
really too popular, so obviously on top of that, I had a hard time kind of, freaking getting views because nobody wants to watch
Tide
BO4
keeps in our
pretty much.
favor.
It's public speaking adjacent. What? Kitsune? I low-key thought about making videos. My Noctmare! Noctmare. This is the second time I've read your specific, not Kitsune's, but your specific comment. And then I almost died. This is the second time in this stream, not even 10 minutes, where this has happened, okay, dude? Dude. Okay, anyways, now that I have in plane, I can look at what you're saying. If you do make videos again, we should definitely collab on Faz. Remember when we used to do Faz? Oh, that was fun. I had a blast. That was a good time. Great job, Azion almost dying. Syncable what? Dude, what are you talking about right now, bro? You deserve to be a jester. Gosh dang it. Syncable, you know you're supposed to have my back, right?
Been
I
purified.
feel like you were kind of hoping I would go down
Mimsaka.
and I would die in the game. Um, so I'm gonna
I
pretend that you
am for
weren't
dead.
hoping for that. All right,
You had an unhappy
but
ending.
Syncable, I thought we sent you to the basement. YouTube, that's a joke. I assure you, Syncable's not
Rocket.
obviously trapped in a basement. This is just a little inside joke we have. Please, YouTube, don't shadow ban me, alright? I want views. But, yeah, so like I was saying, my ex, okay person. Obviously, like, me and Noxmere, we don't like the woman. But, the only thing, the only handful
Your
amount of things
disease
she did
ends
right was
here.
obviously she was extremely supportive, very supportive. Um, she would back then she would FaceTime me, and so I told you a little bit about that. So obviously sometimes I would you know, see her face, and that brought me a lot of reassurance, the fact that she was like watching me or whatever. So that's kind of what my friend who is live, or who wants to start making videos, if he ever does start speaking and all that, I would definitely recommend, because he also has a girlfriend, that his girlfriend definitely be very supportive, and obviously, you know, be there as he does it. That way it can relieve some tension, especially since he is starting out, and he's kind of an awkward fellow. He's a good man. Like, I like him. He's cool. You know, me and him are really chill, but he's an awkward fellow. So, I'm gonna have to report the stream because you have Syncable in the basement. Oh no. No, they're gonna give me another strike. I can't have another strike. Gosh. It's gonna be most unfortunate if you did that, Kitsune. If you did that, I fear you're gonna have to become the jester if I ever become president. Not Noctimere. Noctimere can become VP. No. That's too high of a responsibility for him. He could be in charge of Department of Agriculture. That's what he could do. Why'd you get a strike? Oh my gosh, it was a long time ago. I don't remember. It was long time ago. I wish I could tell you, but I don't remember. It's been years though, so I'm assuming they either dropped it or obviously it's invalid. I don't know. Truth be told, I don't know. I could not tell you. I'd probably have to go do some research and figure it out. Like I said, if I couldn't even remember the Department of Damage Control from a movie I saw yesterday, I don't know. My brain is, it works and then it doesn't. Would shadow ban me a lot, surprisingly. YouTube would actually shadow ban me quite a lot. I really hope they're not doing it anymore. I hope they giving me another chance. But, okay. Noctmare. If I press play on this voice chat, is it something that's gonna get me banned? I have a strike because I made fun of someone's animation, everything with wrong style, back when I was 13. Jeez. Yeah, no, YouTube gets you for anything. Like, that's not even a joke. And that's why I have to warn like 5 times or like 20 times. But Syncable, if I play that for everyone, what you just sent me, because I don't know what you said, but if I play this, am I gonna get banned? Am I gonna get in trouble with YouTube Corp? Because I don't trust you. I really don't trust you. I trust you with my life, but I don't trust you with anything else. That's about it. Syncable would never syncable. Eh, that's up for debate. That's up for debate. I feel like he would, given special circumstances, he would. Less he be. Alright, Kitsune. Alright, Kitsune. Now this time it was your fault. This time it was your fault that I perished and got trapped. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I love streaming zombies, but just having to read the chat, and then like obviously right now I can read the chat because I know I'm safe. But I was what's it called? Just the fact of it all. Like if I'm training and then I feel like every time I take a glimpse just to read the chat, it's like life or death. Wow. Wow, I got double swiped and that was not cool. Okay, I need Jug ASAP. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to look at the chat for a bit, cause that was actually life or death. Let me get Jug and get out of a sticky situation. All I need is Jug, and I'll pretty much be okay. Okay, I'm pretty much okay now. I wasn't paying attention. What'd you say? Syncable. Nothing. We didn't say nothing about you. Maybe you're just bad. Hold up. Okay. Um. I like the fact that it's only 10 seconds. If they didn't have that 10-second feature, I wouldn't be timing out anybody, but it's funny. I feel like they did that on purpose through the timeout feature. how to pause. Kitsune, I'll have you know, I'm not the best zombie player, but I'm definitely up there in the ranks. I'm definitely better than Noctmare. I don't know. If I had to give you a list of people I'm better than, the list is very short, but I promise you I'm better than all of them. Now, is that a flex? Not really, because that means I obviously spent a little bit too much time dedicated to a video game, but you know. I just made... Oh, dude. Dude, why would you even say that, bro? You could have just said you made a random noise. Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, dressing
I remember
comes from
during
above.
lunch, sometimes we would, Oh my gosh, dude. That's a pretty good reference, I'm not gonna lie. I caught that instantly. I'm not proud of it, but I caught that instantly. Dude. Oh my. All I heard was game and then... Uh,
You will be purified by
and
honor.
then asked about it to me.
You are near the
I
hot
don't
emperor.
think I asked you about a game. I really don't know. I'll have to double check that. I'm like the queen of Rain World, so I understand. Close to 300 hours.
You kill me.
I feel like definitely,
No,
like,
I kill
if
you.
you were to check how much time I had on every single Call of Duty that I've ever touched, I'd definitely be like 1,000 hours or something like that. Well over 1,000. Maybe not like 5,000, but definitely over 1,000. That's yeah. Okay. I'm gonna listen to his voice thing. If it's really that bad, I won't let you guys hear it, but I just want to hear it real quick. Nocturne, that is the dumbest thing I've heard in like the past 2 months, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. First of all, that's definitely not the noise they make. Um,
You lack focus.
that that's not the noise they make, but a good analogy, I guess. Good on you for trying. A plus for effort. That's all I could say. Syncable we were talking about. Sorry, the voicemail knocked. Oh.
You see me?
Oh, you're right. You are so right. I remember now. I remember. You're supposed to be the historian, Syncable. If you forget, pretty much we're cooked. Unless there's those rare moments where either for some reason I remember or Kitsune remembers. Nocturne, his memory is a little worse than mine. A little bit, so I can't really say much about him. Let's see. I need to go get double tap first and foremost. I think this time I think I'll get Deadshot. What do you think, Nocturne? Deadshot being the best perk in the game and all? I feel like that's a smart decision. Show the voicemail? I am not
I
showing
am
the
fast
voicemail.
shooting eastern
It is
convoy.
Alright, if I go down again, I'm actually gonna lose my mind. I'm not gonna show the voicemail. Just know it was pretty, it was something. I'll say that much. Playing a game, dude. It's hard to focus on two things at once. What game is it? I hope it's a good game. If you're playing Resident Evil, that's acceptable. But if we're playing something like, I don't know. I can't even think of like any bad games. Fair enough. I can't even think of any bad games. Man, I want to finish Resident Evil so bad. I finished it
Spirits
like
come
a
to aid us.
couple of times, but I think I left off playing on professional mode, and obviously I never got the chance to finish it. So please show the voicemail. I guess if I have Noctmare's permission, because it is his voice, um, if Noctmare says it's okay to show his voice, I guess I will. It's a Dragon Ball game, dude. Okay. I feel like Noctmare knows more about that than me. But if it's Dragon Ball, I'll give you a pass on that one. Fair enough. You know what though? I will admit that is some commitment. Being on the stream and playing the game. You know what? That is what I expect from my mods. That is 100% what I expect. Obviously, Noctimere has some room for improvement. So does Chris, but everybody always takes time before they can become great.
Happy ending.
Alright. Well, now that we got insta kill, I could kind of relax a little bit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know those type of games. That was potentially the dumbest thing I done. I really could have suffered for that, and that would not have been good. This is so satisfying. I really like when I could just take a step back and just do this. Ah, well. It was fun while it lasted. Ain't no way. Am I really about to go down again? Oh my. I'm starting to slack off a little bit. Well, I mean, round 26, it's not that good. Kind of mediocre for the most part. Okay. Well, what's it called? What is it called? Let me see. What else? Since I have nothing else to talk about, I'll talk about a little bit about my bucket list. AZ's personal bucket list of things he wants to do before he goes to the Air Force. Well, as I mentioned, I am trying to get comfortable doing stuff more alone now, and so there's the mall that I'm gonna go to today. Hopefully, I can go to a mountain tomorrow, go hiking a little bit. Obviously, it's probably gonna have to be kinda early in the morning or kinda late in the afternoon, because again, Arizona's heat is ridiculously high. I don't think there's any fairs going on right now that are kind of close to me. I would like to go to like a main event or something like that by myself. Maybe like a Dave and Buster's. That's something I want to do. Pretty cool. I don't really care. Okay, well, I mean, like I said, take this. All I'm gonna say is he's done worse. So this is like the least. This is probably the tamest he's ever done. But it's stupid. I hope you guys heard that. It's really stupid. Pretty much. MF, I'm at work, bro. Fine, fine. You have some commitment to Noctimere. I'll give you that. You're at work on the stream. Fine. Better than Chris. Chris, now me and Chris have to hang out on Wednesday. That's extremely disappointing. And I did it again. Okay, that time was completely my fault. I have no idea what I did. Okay. But, what's it? Dudes at work. Hey, the next customer you should get, you should be like, listen, I'll give you like a free oil change or an oil filter if you subscribe to my channel. I feel like that's actually really promotional and a really good deal. But so yeah, I would like to go to Dave and Buster's. One thing I would really like to go to, actually, as a matter of fact, is like a CD place. I know CDs are nowadays they're kind of just dying out. Everything's Bluetooth and all, but thankfully my vehicle still has like a CD player, so I would definitely like to go to a CD place. Maybe get a couple of vinyls. I don't know. Vinyls are cool, but I really have to like the artist to get vinyls. Otherwise, I don't know. I just don't feel really too comfortable with getting vinyls and all that. That's something I want to do. Obviously, granted, all that takes money. Go figure. Everything takes money nowadays. I would like to go eat at a restaurant. Obviously by myself, of course, but that's something I want to do. I want to... Oh, I forgot I'm not charging my controller. I would like to take myself out on a date, you know, if that makes sense. I definitely want to, how do you say it, start spending more time with my family. That's one thing I definitely do want to do. Because, obviously, the more time I spend with them, the more they're going to write me letters. So, I definitely want as much letters as I can get my hands on with the whole Air Force thingamajiggy. Originally, what I was planning on doing is either today or in the upcoming days. I was planning to, I feel like maybe it's a little too close. to the timing. So maybe after the Air Force, I would definitely like to get some snake bite piercings. Obviously, if I feel like I don't look good in them, then I could just take them off. It's not the end of the world. I would definitely like to be 32 around that age specifically and dye my hair. Obviously, I'll go bald afterwards, but giggles, that would be a much better word for it. That's my fault. That's my fault. That's my bad. I messed up on that. Okay. This is not good. I would like to go to the casino. Thankfully, I am turning 20 this year, so I only have to wait about one more year before I can officially go to one. So that's something. Okay. Okay, well that was extremely dangerous, and never try that at home. Yeah, no, I actually have a surprisingly lot on my bucket list. I do have a bucket list actually written down. I do have to update that actually though. There's a lot of stuff that preferably I want to do in my lifetime. I didn't know that all. Okay, this is not going well. I know that I'll get to them all eventually, because I'm still extremely young. Oh, travel the world though? Oh, that's a big thing for me. And then plus, I can make a lot of content actually. Obviously I'll probably have to make it videos. I don't think I'll be able to stream them, but I would like to take videos of me traveling the world. That's something I would definitely like to go to. I don't have a specific preference on my first place I would want to go. I don't know. Maybe this is gonna be really common, but maybe maybe somewhere in Japan or maybe Greenland. One of those two. Because obviously, since I live in a desert, there's not much green grass. So being able to see like a luscious field of green grass, that sounds beautiful. Why do you have a list on it? Alright, Sinkable. There is no list on a bucket. It's what people say when they have stuff they want to do in their lifetime that they write down. Obviously, there is no bucket. I did not get a bucket just to write down on it stuff I want to do. No, I did not do that. Greenland is actually very icy. Really? Oh. Maybe it's the American in me, but I don't know. Just hearing Greenland. I've seen a couple of videos actually. I think maybe it kind of depends on where you go, but ice. I mean that's cool. Like I said, living in a desert, obviously the ocean and ice is gonna be like a cool thing to me. But I will definitely keep in mind to bring a lot of jackets if that's the case. I imagine it's also very, very cold. I don't think I would like to go to New York though. I feel like New York is it's kind of overrated. I won't lie, the mayor, he's starting to really clean up New York, but just everybody wants to go to New York, you know? It's like, I mean, I guess I could say the same thing for Japan. Like, everybody wants to go to Japan. So, I can't really say much about that. Greenland and Iceland are complete opposites of what the name says. So, alright, that was the American to me then. Okay, well, maybe Iceland then. I'm assuming Iceland has the green and Greenland. Okay, widows. Take that. I would definitely like to go to a place. I would like to go to a place. Sorry, I yawned. A place where there's a lot of grass. Very, very cool stuff. I can block Sinkable. I won't, but don't worry. Sinkable is I mean, I don't think Sinkable's wrong in the statement he just made where like the names are complete opposites of what they actually are. Which, funny enough, again, I don't know why someone decided to name it if that's the case. Another thing I want to do, I want to rent out a cabin. I want to see what it's like to like, not go camping, but live, you know, like out in the woods. I wouldn't obviously stay there for like a year, maybe like a month or so. But just, that would be pretty cool. I would like to see what that's about. Okay. And for some reason, all of those bullets, not a single one hit, so that's kind of weird. Okay, now I've realized I don't have double tap, and that's why this gun is actually not doing so hot, so I gotta go. Don't get eaten by a Wendigo or Bigfoot. Hear me out, hear me out. I think at a point in time on this earth, Bigfoot did exist. I don't think Bigfoot exists anymore. I think it was just like a big ape or something like that, but I don't think it was like a something that could speak or anything like that. But I think something, if not very similar to what we call Bigfoot, exists. You know what? If I go to a cabin in the woods, Keaton, I could do a video and basically recreate Blair Witch. Obviously, like, I'll see if I could find anything scary out in the woods, but I could do something like that. That'd be a good idea, actually. But obviously, I would need somebody with me, because, yeah, no, that's way too scary. I could not do that by myself. Okay, there we go. That's actually a really good YouTube idea. Maybe Bigfoot was here before the settlers got here and it was killed off. I don't know, cause that's the thing. Like, how would Bigfoot even die? You know, like getting murked by a couple of settlers who don't even like know how to properly clean themselves. Like, I don't know, but I guess it's just a theory, a game theory. I caught that reference. I caught that one. You can't be in the woods alone. Not at night. Not at night. Obviously, if I'm gonna do like a Blair Witch type movie or type video, it's gonna have to be preferably in the dark. That makes it more scary. I could be in the woods by myself, like in the morning when the sun's out, but like when the sun's down, no, no. Like I'm not Sam and Colby. I'm not doing any of that. That's when the Wendigos go out. Okay. I don't think they exist, Kitsune, but when I do go to the woods, I'll definitely keep an eye out for them and get back to you on that. Let you know if they're real or not. Can I Blair Witch with you? You want to go? It was kind of like ghost hunting, right? You want to go ghost hunting? That'd be funny, actually. I'll invite a couple of my mods and we'll go ghost hunting. That'd actually be a funny idea. I would definitely like to visit an asylum too. Obviously like an abandoned one. I want to see if there's like any creepy juju vibes with those. That would be a good content. Sinkable, I know full well you can't go out in the woods alone at night. I know you're scared of that. If you're not scared of that, you might be the Bigfoot then. You might be the freaking reason why people are scared to go out at night. If that's the case. Because ain't no way, like, it can be aesthetic, but I feel like after a little bit, it starts to get kind of frightening. There's a point when it gets scary. Because Sinkable lives in the basement. You know what? Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now I'm thinking about it. He's used to the dark. I kinda am used to it, but I don't know, just yeah, if I'm like by myself for like 5 hours in the woods at night, it's not gonna happen. Me and my mods go Blair Witching. Me and my that's actually a funny title. It's just an idea. I was trying to think if somehow I could make it the game theory thing, but no, I couldn't. I couldn't. Nothing. Okay. Alright, it is 2:10 MST, so unfortunately I only got about like 20 more minutes, give or take, before I do have to dissipate. You're great at naming things. That's actually a very good thing to have, being great at naming things. I know that every time I try to think about naming things, I always get confused, and I'm like, I take a little long, and then at the end, I'm just asking somebody else to do it, so that's a good quality to have. This is the first stream I've been in for the full complete thing. That is true, huh? And once again, Hot Pocket is not in the stream. He did comment last stream. He was like, I can't believe I missed it. I'm like, that makes me very sad. And he missed it again. Hot Pocket is starting to have a bad attendance rate. I hope he's okay though. As long as he's okay, I mean, I'll let it slide.
It takes discipline
Okay.
to be surrounded by your foes.
Okay, there we go. Well, good news is round 30. At least I could say I made it that far, and that's all I could really ask for. Okay.
That is unhurried.
Oh gosh. Okay. I was really wanting that spider, and I just wasted it.
The force of 1,000 wombats.
Okay. Now that I'm out of that sticky situation, I see what sinkable means though, where like you can't really multitask. I won't lie, I do agree with them. On certain games, I can kind of like split my brain in half pretty much and focus on the chat. Excuse me. Focus on the chat and also play. But I don't know. I think it's been so long since I played Call of Duty that I'm starting to go rusty. Because back then I was able to be on auto zone. Or, not auto zone. Auto? I guess just auto. I used to be able to auto play while I streamed, but now it's like I gotta put a little bit more focus into the game, which means I'm getting old, and that's not a good thing. I don't like that. Okay. I almost made it with the Minecraft, but this one I'm here for the whole thing. It only took you 3 years, but you know what? 3 years on time, that's what I say. 3 years on time. That's actually really impressive though. I'm very, very glad that you were able to stay the whole time. And thankfully, since I'm not streaming too late, you don't have to worry about staying up either. So that's a positive. Yeah, I do always stream at night. I don't know, I guess it's a preference of mine. Like, I'll stream in the daytime. I really don't mind it too much. Just, again, most of the time I'm always playing like something horror. So I tend to play at nighttime, well, because, you know, it makes it more scary and the jump scares are more real and all that stuff. But, yeah, I know. I gotta start streaming when everybody's available, pretty much. Okay. I do need a pap. I'm gonna pap this real quick, so I'll go. I'm happy this was in the middle of the day. I'm gonna be honest, I really did not plan on streaming today neither. I was just gonna go straight to the mall. But then I was like, it's too hot, and so like, yeah, I'll wait for it to cool down a little bit. So, actually, as a matter of fact, let's see how hot it is in Arizona as of right now. In Arizona, it's around 105 to 115. I don't want to say the specific one because then I feel like Sinkable or Kitsune is gonna like figure it out. So it's around 105 to 110, which is actually pretty dang hot. It's not as hot as usual, but obviously that's still pretty hot for anyone who doesn't live in a desert. So it's still gonna be really hot when I go to the mall, but oh well. Something I'll put up with. I could never live anywhere hot. I wish I could say the same, but I'd be lying if I said I couldn't. I know my tia is in the Air Force, and she told me that they deployed her somewhere in the Middle East, and I think the temperature, it was like 140 degrees. I don't know how long ago this was. This was a couple years ago, but she was saying how it was 140. I was like, ugh, that's really bad. Because you're in the cold basement. I do keep the basement ventilated. I do allow him to, you know, kind of cool off. I do give him popsicles. Once a week, I'll give him one popsicle. So that's also pretty nice of me, I'd say. But, funny enough, actually, goodness gracious. Kudos to me. So, with my vehicle, not only does it have like a old CD player, or I guess technically nowadays it is old school. Yes, having a CD player. Also, I'm too lazy to find where you live. Even if I did find you, I won't do anything with it. Just be a fun fact to know. Maybe one day I'll tell you where. Because where I'm living, I don't plan to stay forever. Obviously, I do want to move. So maybe one day when I do move and everything's settled down, I will do a fun fact about me, and I will just say where I used to live. Because obviously, I mean, I used to live there, so. But then, if that's the case, if I move out of Arizona, I would, I would have to change my YouTube channel name, huh? Because why would it be AZ Desert, and yet I'm not actually in AZ? Doesn't make sense. I live in Canada. I'm more used to the cold. I really hate any type of heat. So I'm assuming you don't like hot tubs, saunas, all that stuff. I like hot tubs, even though I live out in the heat. I feel like hot tubs are really cool. Um, they definitely relax your body. I like hot tubs. I forgot when my first experience was with them, but when I got my hands on that hot tub and I got in for the first time, it was a game changer. It's something I 100% want in my future house. Like 100%. Having a hot tub. Jeez, that's nice. He's in Canada. Oh, oh my gosh. Speaking of locations, one of the comments, um, uh, Do, Do did reply to the comment or to the stream. She commented and she said, "Welcome back." So she's, I'm assuming she's doing okay because she did comment. Obviously, I don't think she joined the stream, but she did comment and she said, "Welcome back." And so I was really, really glad to see her comment. That was very nice. She was always the tame one out of all my mods, so it was a complete pleasure every time I got to see her. I think she said that yesterday or something like that. It was really nice of her. I was so happy. Oops, very American to me. He's a Canadian. Oh, that's true. Huh? You said Canada. Well, don't you worry, cause my American kicked in. I also didn't see a error with how you said that.
You kill me.
Funny enough, though. Oh gosh, not again, not again. Okay, well. Hopefully I could stay alive for like 12 more minutes. If I could stay alive for 12 more minutes, I think that'd be a good way to end the stream. Okay. Am I gonna be able to make it to Jug at least? Yeah. Oh no, I sold. No, I didn't. All right, we're good. What was it called? Fun fact: one of the malls. I don't know if it's very common for malls to have, but one of the malls that I'm kind of close nearby, they have like a little pet store, and so like you get to see animals and stuff like that. It's really cute, but the issue is like they're expensive. And obviously, of course, they offer payment plans or whatever, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I do sometimes see like, obviously, like animals do get bought out, which is really glad because they get a home. But it's just, why do you gotta make it so expensive? I forgot what dog I saw, but it was a dog. It was a common dog. It wasn't like no exotic dog or whatever, but it was like I think 1,500 or something like that. And I was like, that's ridiculous. Like, I don't know. That just very, very sad. That's why typically what I like to do, I like to get my animals from the shelter. I did used to have 3 cats. Funny enough, all 3 of them were tuxedos. Um, 2 of them were gray tuxedo cats, and one of them was a regular black tuxedo cat. Oh, they were very, very beautiful. I miss those cats, but yeah, it was funny that they were all the same. I think only 2 of them I got from the shelter though. One of them I got from a friend, so yeah. Fun fact, I guess. Alright, and this is kind of useless. Alright, very well. 10 minutes, I think if I really try my hardest, I can make it to at least round 34 within these 10 minutes. But I gotta kinda, no, that's not gonna help me. I really gotta try my hardest. And then of course, like I said, no promises I'll stream tomorrow. But if I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. Again, I will be attending church, so that's something I'm looking forward to. I know I've met one person who used to tell me how they would go to, because churches have different services. They have like a, for example, a 6 a.m. one, then a 9 a.m. and then a 12 p.m. or whatever. This person I used to talk to, they said that they went to church like all the services. So maybe they have 4 services, only 3, only 2, but they would go to all of them, and I was like, wow, like it's dedication, but I wholeheartedly think I couldn't do that. Not like that. It's very, very, very difficult. So I give props to that person, but jeez, like wow. Hmm, I don't think I'm making it around 34 at this rate. I'm trying my hardest to kill these zombies, but I don't think it's happening. They were very close with Jesus. I hope to be that close one day too, but yeah, that's insane.
I am
Okay.
possessed by the power of
I don't think this is happening. Probably just gonna have to accept it. Okay. But I will definitely for everyone that does have my Instagram, I will take a picture of what boba I do get. I will rate it. So I really hope it's a good boba because I don't want to spend my money on something it's not actually good, you know. But I think what I'm gonna try and do. Oh no,
you
I think
explode
this
with
is just an
honor.
American thing, but also I personally love Wetzel's pretzels. That is delicious. I know there's a couple of Wetzel's pretzels in America. I think Arizona. I don't know if all of America has Wetzel's pretzels, but I
Cannot
really
hunt
like Wetzel's
like a
pretzels.
mountain.
I haven't ate it recently though, cause one time I did get it, and for some reason it was undercooked, which was obviously very upsetting to me. Cause every time
Weapon
you
is
gotta be
yours.
serious. Okay, well, that's some baloney. I'm gonna spin my 3 liquid divinium and then I will call it the end of the stream pretty much. But yeah, no. Every time I would go to a mall, I would always get Wetzel's pretzels. But then one day I got um, undercooked Wetzel's pretzels, so the pretzels were like really soft on the inside, mushy, not good. I've gone to one once, but it wasn't near me. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of far. But jeez, I like Wetzel's pretzels a lot. I don't know why they're kind of like. I don't want to say they're not popular, but I just feel like there should have been more around the U.S. But nah. Perkaholic, 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 perkaholic. Yeah, that was kind of butt. That was actually really bad. All right, I'll just do this. Uh, yeah, that was still really bad, but whatever. Okay. All right, we have concluded to the end of the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic day or night wherever you may be. Hopefully, I see you guys again next stream. Until then, take it easy. God bless you all. And stay safe until next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. And adios.